Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Magimite stream. Icy Monkey, we're back at it again here. I did a little bit of mining off camera over the past couple of days, but we are back at it here. I had my stream unmuted, but we should be good to go now, I think. So everything looks like it's running smoothly again. All my goofy computer adventures, I believe this is like a new, fresh install of Linux again already. But yeah, here we are, working the game here. Yeah, as I said, I did a little bit of mining off camera, but I think we got some cool changes here. Of course, we got Icy Monkey the game. You can whack this. Got that nice wind particles as well. Rock. And notice in my hotbar too, I've got a couple of axes. That's like a new thing I just kind of made. The navigation is a lot smoother now. We also have crafting starting to make that. Nothing really happens when you craft yet, but it will eventually. Like spears and axes, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think, earlier this afternoon I was working a little bit more on the whole crafting thing. Yeah, has materials is gonna be one. These are what you need to craft. Oh yeah, before I left off, I was just working on, I think the crafting display unit. Let's see. Yeah, drawing or crafting. So this is, yeah, kind of the cost, the item rects. Yeah, what else do I need? Because there's like a cost, of course. And maybe we'll say, yeah, I guess we have to add the logic too, if you can or can't make the game. So, yeah, I think we'll just jump on into this coding adventure. Nice sip of water here. That's why I never eat on stream. Let's use our choice menu. Oh, I believe it was in menu input, yeah. Item, oh yep. Do inventory check for the item cost. Move the player, otherwise don't. Okay, I'm gonna leave that comment there for now. So the item, let's see. Item is equal to resource type. Oh yep, so that's a selected item. Yo, yo, he in the dorm. Yeah, he is. No, yes shot. We got the the multi-perspective too. I got the cam over there. Yeah, the roommate is out for the weekend. It's spring break. We got 2 days for spring break, which is not terrible. But yeah, the roommate went home, so I can finally record in the dorm, which means I've got, here's a monitor, here's my monitor, and I guess there's third monitor, which is pretty Gucci. So yeah, but here's the little preview of the game. I don't know when you guys tuned in, but here's, yeah, the game. You can still whack stuff and things. You still have collisions. The wind still sounds pretty good. The snow is still snowing and blowing. We've got our inventory down here. We can't really drop anything yet, but we can go up to our crafting menu now. Take a look at that. We did a little bit of mining off camera. But yeah, I think that's going pretty good so far. Oh yeah, but now we need to check to see if we can craft it, because we can say, let's see, because I know with our resource objects, isn't that a smooth scroller? I know, I came back to it after a couple of days and I was like, wow, that's smooth. He's sturdy with it. But let's see. Let's just do, okay, so I was thinking about adding cost checks. I think that's kind of the big thing. So I added a few new functions for the inventory. Has item of number, has item. So yeah, we can just say for I is equal to the length of item.cost. So for every item in item.cost, we'll ask if, there's gotta be a better way. Because the other thing too is the way I've got it set up right now in our data types, cost is just a little array with however many things you need. Like, should probably change that, but I don't want to make it needlessly complicated. So maybe we'll just make a little driver in here, I suppose. But how? It could just be like slot-based, I suppose. That's not the worst idea. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So we'll say C, call it craft cost. Slot machine. Okay, so we'll go, here's what we do. So first of all, we're gonna set up our craft cost. So for I in item cost, we're gonna say craft cost. That's gonna, no, for I in all items, do item dot cost, do. And then so this kind of gives us each item in the key. So, or this has 1, 2, 2, which means in crafting, we can say for each of those, we're gonna add, and we're gonna say craft cost I plus equals 1. Does that just work right off the bat? It might. Let's try it out. Yeah, of course it's not gonna. We'll say craft cost I is equal to 1. We'll say let's try that. Could I have it print craft cost for me, please? Of course not. Is that what I do? I should like go back and watch the streams because I rewatched the first 2 streams, but I do know what the words mean, but I don't know like the little mannerisms. I could be like very passively and then just chuckles and then I know. Me when I say the nonsense words and I chuckle. We're gonna take a little sip of water here. That's a beige water. All right, craft cost. What are we doing? We can say if craft cost I is greater than 1. Shoot. So the first check, make sure it's not equal to 0. Maybe this is stupid. Let's see. There's probably a better way. Let's not do it like this. So we've got our crafting cost. Maybe they're, Basically this button, whenever you press it, very insightful. Bro, yeah. Especially some of my variables like res types, it means resource types, but it could mean anything. Or like BTNP, I know that it means button press, but like to the layman, that might be very odd. Strange even. And like the font is hard to read too. I've like given people Pico-8 games and they're like, this looks really cool, but I don't know how to play it because I can't read what the words say. And that kind of breaks my heart, so we can cut that out. Determine logic for moving and selecting. Yeah, exactly. I sort of want to make a little cursor shake animation, so when you try to craft something and it doesn't work, the cursor like freaks out a little bit. But that might have to be after we actually make the crafting work. Okay, so. This is gonna just work. I'm just gonna try. Okay, so in theory, yeah, crafting works. Well, like, not really. but I'm remembering what is supposed to be happening. Can you guys hear the music all right too? I had to mess around with some weird stuff. My audio was all weird from like being plugged into HDMI and stuff, so I don't know how it sounds. But let's see. Being chilling. Maybe next time I'll like get out my guitar and actually like sit here and play music. Gotta write some Icy Monkey music. All right, so we've got our items. We can say for C in Yo, yeah, Jackstauber, the hot dog video, like, it's very, like, nonsensical, but I actually, like, I don't know, I like Jackstauber's skits. They tickle a funny bone in my brain. Let's see. Has item. If not, has item. See. Oh, this has to be its own function, of course. We just have to pass it an item. Okay, so we'll say has materials, so we'll say item. So we'll say for, yeah, furries tend to do that. For C and all item.cost do. So we'll say if has item C equal to false. I guess we can just do not. If not has item C, then return false. Otherwise, we'll say return true. This is going to be our basic check. So we'll say return true. So we'll see if has materials item, then for C in all item.cost do, they call it remove item. Yeah, remove item. Is this rminv? Yeah. rminv C. I think this works. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna go grab a stick. Good. And a rock. So now I've got them. And I'm gonna try crafting a spear. It worked. Okay, but we need to make sure our... Something seems empty. Oh, like when I run the game, once you go to your inventory, just this big black screen. Oh. That is funny. I was like, oh, I must have my computer to automatically shut down when it hits two. That is actually kind of sad. All right. You know what? That's okay, because we can do a simple fix. Easy dub. I thought bro was talking about the game, and I was like, I know there's a lot missing. I don't even have the monsters on here yet, bro. Okay. Let's change this up. We'll call this local cost. We're using the local keyword here. So we'll go for C is equal to 1. The length of item.cost do local cost is going to be equal to an array, and we'll say, oh yeah, no, this is pretty simple, I think. Wait, no, I think it has to be a for all, for C in all item.cost do. So we can say, so that's going to be which one? Okay, so we can say cost C. If cost C is equal to nil, then cost C equals 1. We'll just have it continue. Oh yeah, there's no break or continue to break. Cost C equals nil. Okay. C is equal to 1, then set to this is how we're gonna do it. I think this works logically. So we'll just cut these out, and then we'll iterate through our local cost. I think this should work. Wait. Because all this is doing, wait, no, this is counting. Okay, so we gotta change this up again. So we wanna go for C equals 0, the length of cost, do. Because we're kind of lining it up so like each place in C refers to number. ID number types. There we go. So that's big chilling. Hopefully. Okay, so for C and the length of cost, we'll say if get, is it get inv num? I think it was get item num, but let's double check. Has item num, yep. Has item num C. 0, length of cost. Okay. Greater than equal to cost C. This should work, but let's see. So we've got our local cost. So this goes through every single one. Let's run it. Cost C. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm, okay. Gosh darn it. Unless we just kind of cop out and make it so resources aren't really worth as much as they're supposed to be. Or just you need to combine more things. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll change that then. Yeah. Okay, pay, craft, cost. Let's see. Okay, has materials and remove pay craft cost. So if button press, so if we have the materials, then we'll add that and we'll pay craft cost for the item. Let's try this. So I don't have a spear, that's good. I'm gonna get some stone. Yeah, that's Lua for you. Lua is basically, oh wait, it's all just end. Oh look, now we have stone and log. Let's try and craft a spear. It worked. Nice. Then we can put a little else here. Make it go sound effect 0 if we can't craft something. Oh, we want to make that jitter effect now. Okay, so I've got draw cursor. Where am I going to put it? I'll put it right under draw cursor. Cursor jitter. So we'll say oh, this just changes our velocity. Okay, so we'll say CVX equals random 10, CVY equals random 10. Why is that now? So here's drawing the nodes. Here's the cursor, so this is kind of setting up. Oh, because that's why. So it was cx equals 10, cy equals 10. Let's see what happens. Okay. Why do you start with 3 x's? Comedic effect. Oh, why do we start with 3? I think I just I gave myself 3 test items so I could kind of test out the effects here just to make sure. I don't know, this is just messing around with inventory stuff, so 2. Yeah, this is all just messing with the inventory, so I wanted to make sure I had things in my inventory to mess around with. Does this work? Could do 1 minus 1. If we do random 7, of course it's gonna go like more down. Yeah, you're not gonna start with 3 axes for the actual game. Just try this. What do you think of that little jitter effect? It just kind of like jitters the thing. Or if we do like a full-on screen shake effect. I haven't implemented the camera yet, so that won't really be necessary, I suppose. Oh, maybe we can make a little like crafting noise. Maybe like a little like hammers will be like. Do we like tink tink tink? That's what I was just thinking, good crafty and bad crafty sound. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Maybe here, can you hear the sounds going through? I don't know if that was set up properly on the stream. If Pico-8 is being sent through the wrong one. Maybe I'll turn it up really loud. Oh, okay, that's good. Let's see. This is where we gotta save, because sometimes the audio editor goes a little bit ham for whatever reason. Alright, so. Thinking like, kind of like a little like hammer, like you know in Minecraft when you use the anvil it goes tink, tink, tink. Like that sort of thing. Maybe I can make it more like a... Tink, tink, tink. Or if we just went like, maybe we could make him play like an actual song, like. Yeah, maybe just be like, da-da. Yeah, it just hits you with a full-on. Dude, I'm so bad at sound design, man. That's close to a good? Okay. Maybe we'll just make it go like... Bing. And kind of trail off. I kind of like that. Sort of like that. Keep that as our good craft noise for now. And we can always change it too since it's linked pretty easily in the... So we'll say if, let's see, where'd that go? Draw crafting, no, that's in get menu input. So if we craft correctly, sound effects 4. I also got to make the inventory actually like update. So let's see where I'm doing that in. Get player input, press action. Yeah, this is the one that's going to be finicky because, let's see. We're going to need a way to like kind of change this up depending on what you're holding. So that adds the particles. Res equals get res r 4 minus 1. So what is that? X, Y, type, and durability. So that's like resources on the map. When you're like, here's a I'm gonna add a new resource on the map. That updates all of them. That checks the durability is less than 0 on one of them, and if it is, it gives it to you, which means you hit it to death. Though we might need to change that in case like monsters can break him too. Yeah, because I was thinking of making like a Yeti guy. I sort of want him to look, just be like a big Yeti fella. He has some big old feet. Oh, maybe have like little pink feet. The Yetis have pink feet. Maybe they got toes. Bro looking oddly. This Yeti is looking a lot like the astronaut from Spaced Out. Coincidence? Maybe. Magimite can draw one astronaut, and that is the Spaced Out astronaut. They sort of want him to be like more of a Yeti, you know, like does that look Yeti-like? He's got like a little mouth too. Oh, I kind of like that. If you squint, that looks pretty alright. He's got them big shoes. Some little pink grubby hands. Yeah, messy fur. Yeah, could you give him some dark matted fur? How does this guy look? Maybe I'll take away his pink face. He just has a little like mouth. That looks pretty good. And of course we'll need to make him walk too. Hope dang, if we can get to like AI and like enemies in this episode, that would be really cool. But we'll see how far we, because I want to really get the crafting and like resource, because that's like a big part of the game too. Maybe we'll have him like close his mouth. He was like sort of like our guy was supposed to do. Oh yeah, I was gonna make the inventory update. Is that in main? Nodes equals choice menu. Maybe we can just call this. No. Maybe we can't just call this. Is there going to be a performance boost or a performance loss? Oh, yeah, there might be. Game mode equals switch menu. Oh, let's see. Don't do that. Maybe we'll have it update every time, because when do we need to update it? Every time a player interacts with the world. So maybe we'll have him do that every time our player presses an action, I guess. Which is kind of sloppy, but we'll do it like that for now, I suppose. Let's run that. Go. Then we can go up to our crafting menu and make ourselves a spear. And then eventually you'll be able to equip it and then choose which weapon you want to use, so. Okay. Let's. So I know the next big thing is actually going to be having like a camera going on too, because this is going to be like a bigger world than just a one screen. So let's add a function, move camera. So we're gonna need cx cy equals, I'm gonna set it to 0, 0. Oh, we can just do this the same way we did the cursor, honestly. Oh wait, which means that we already have a cx and a cy for our cursor, doesn't it? Yep, those already exist. Okay, so we'll need to change it to camx, camy, 0, 0, and camxv, cam YV equal to 0, 0. So we'll need to have camera at camx, camy. Camx is going to equal camx plus camxv. And then our Y, of course. Okay, so this is all existing. Let's save it and just put move camera. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna set this to 1-1 so we know it's working. Yep, there we go. Now our player can run with the camera. Oh, but take a look at the shoot. Okay, so this is gonna mess up our UI quite a bit. But that's okay, because they should all just be able to inherit from camera X, camera Y, I think. Okay, that will be something to do. Because yeah, we only have a few draw calls, I think, so that should be too bad, we're hoping. Unless we make it, yeah. So we'll just have it, so we call on our camera, we move our camera by our speed, 0, 0. And we'll also say camera velocity X is equal to camera position minus, I call him player or P? It's been so long, I haven't messed with the player for a long time. Player, yep. Player. No, we want a vector that points from our camera to our player. So that'll be player dot x minus cam x v. Let's see what happens. Okay, nice. So we'll just add 63 to each of those. We'll subtract 63 from each of those. That glides along pretty well. Maybe we'll subtract a little bit more. How about 70? Just raw 60. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so then we just need to make our UI move with it all, which maybe shouldn't be too bad. Let's NX. Okay. Is there a way to make it render on a different layer? Because suppose a lot of these are all node based. Or are node. Because here's our choice menu. So that means we can make gap times xmod. Yeah, that's the hard part with the camera here. So I think, what are the things we need to move? So you've got quite a few rectangles, which that shouldn't be too bad if we mess with the nodes. So we just got to change our nodes. Res types n.v.ico. Yeah, so that means we just need to add that to our nodes, and the cursor relies on the node as well. So I guess the rect fill is one thing. And this print statement here. That shouldn't be too bad. So we'll just add plus. Oh, that means we need to keep updating it. Shoot. Okay, this will be a little bit of a challenge. Okay. This is where are we calling this? Because we could just change, let's see. Let's copy that. Let's just make this go like that, I think. That might be okay. But then we'll just go to our little has materials. No, that's not it. Crafting. UI, and we'll just add CamX there and add CamY there. Okay, so that's working okay. Oh, which means crafting should be fine too, yeah. And then if we go down a bit more, that's all gone. But then at least, let's see, let's just go down far. Okay, yep. So this shouldn't be terrible. Just a little bit of adding stuff. There's gotta be a more efficient way to do it though. Let's look it up. Oh. Let's see. Pico-8. I suppose there isn't going to be a draw layer because you got to make it all yourself. So, ooh, made me a funny meme. I'm checking the Discord. Bro's gotta add on that me at my funeral when there's no Family Guy meme, when there's no Family Guy Let's Play in the background. Maybe we don't need, let's take a look at what it looks like without the rect fill and the pause maybe. Let's see what that does. Do we want more of a minimalist UI? Maybe. Let's see. Because where's draw crafting? Okay. So there's nodes, node ID. So let's just add CamX. See, if we would have been thinking about it, probably would have had an idea for solving this. Before this happened. There you go, but then when we go down, yeah, because we need our sprites. Which means we can make all of our stuff have like a draw layer as well. Let's go to reset. There we go, that still looks okay. Maybe. Draw nodes, draw cursor. Where's our... Oh yeah, wait. Maybe we will keep these, but we'll just extend it so the rect takes up the entire screen. Surplus GameX. I still kind of like the snow. What do you think of just the snow randomly falling down when you're in the pause menu? I like sort of like the look of that. I think that's kind of funny. I have 4 axes. Polish. Wait, the snow on the screen. Polish. Oh, I know why it's doing that too, because I've got that particle spawning in at the origin. So let's fix that too. Draw part. Oh no, because I added an update, don't I? Particle plus GameDev. Yeah, the snow just shoots there forever. Yeah. So let's see. Let's make it go down on the Y a little bit more. Change random 4. That almost looks a little bit nicer. Maybe our players should move a bit faster too. I feel like they're not really moving too fast. And that can be kind of annoying. Alright, player. Because I think I just gave him a speed error. Oh, come on. No speed modifier. Really? Bro really did not give him a speed. That's goofy. Who made this game? Speed equals 1.2. Don't I have a move player? Yeah. That's a little bit better, I think. Then we could amp it up by a few if we want as well. Maybe we'll move our player by 3. Oh, did they? If I listen to the entire Undertale soundtrack, will we get in trouble for that? Let's see. Are they back now? I think they're back. Yes, lo-fi back. What do you think about this? Is this a good speed for Icy Monkey to go? You just kind of like... I glitched into the thing you're not supposed to walk into. Just kind of like yeet around the wilderness. What a great game. Oh dang, interesting. Core is so good though. Core is like one of my favorites. Do 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 do. If you ever want to stream, Susan will just find you. Your house gets nuked. You're just gone. UI crafting resource particle system. Actually, was making an interesting thing for like a fire sort of. I should see. Oh yeah, the flames. Yeah, let's. Did I have a little campfire spray? Because that's going to be kind of like a feature in this game as well. There's going to be little campfires, kind of like Jungle Bungle. Let's see. There's our little fire. Doesn't that look comforting? Can we add even more? Can we just call it twice? Does that just make it give us extra flame? Whoa, wait. That's a bit of fire. Let's use that to 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, bro, your fire's getting out of control, man. I'll just cut out all of them for now. Bing, 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 bing. So I was thinking for like the world generation too. I was like working a little bit with that the other day. And it's literally the map is gonna be kind of like on a big grid. Sort of like, maybe we'll just make it, because this might be big enough for just like a big world map. So it kind of drops off the player. Maybe we'll make a new tab. We'll call it World Gen. So we'll call this part World Init. So what happens at the start of a new world? Let's see, player, random spawn, random resource, and item placement. Let's see. Let's see about this now. So we can walk up to a tree, get some wood, walk up to the stone, get some stone. We can craft that into a spear. And now we've got a spear. What? That's weird. Oh, because we don't have any starting inventory? Oh, that's very weird. Yeah, that it probably will happen. Okay, that is a bug. That is good to know that that is a bug. Okay, so. Attempt index field. Oh. Let's have it start. Where's UI? Nodes is going to equal. So I suppose, because let's see, let's have it print nodes. What the length of nodes? Yeah, so if we run it, okay. So that's a UI bug to fix. So this is fine because this is just iterating, and that'll be okay. Draw cursor, draw menu. Maybe we'll put that clause into draw cursor. We'll say if length of nodes equals 0, then return. There we go. That's more like it. Maybe this game will have only barrels as your storage unit. I think that would be pretty slick. Maybe there won't even be storage. I don't know. That's like another can of worms. I was thinking about like being able to place items too, because like that is definitely a thing you can be able to do. But also that gets a little bit tricky, because then you have to store all those like placeable items in things. That's world gen. Just mobs. Let's start making a mob. I think that'll might be the last thing we do in today's episode. Mobs is equal to an array. Add mob. All Yeti. So they're gonna have a HP. Sprite. Oh, they're gonna need sprite frames. That's 11. Let's call, let's see. Update draw. Draw and res, draw player. Draw mobs. M in all mobs, so we're going to check every single instance of M. Do, and we'll say SPR m.s. I mean, we'll take mob is equal to all mobs m.t. So then we'll say SPR mob.s at m.x at m.y. Let's try it. Add mobs, no, that should be all mobs, bro. What you doing? There he is, Yeti. Maybe we'll give him brain types too. So we'll say brain equals 0, no brain. Draw mobs. Function mob UPD. So say mob equals all mobs m.t. So we can say if mob.brain equals 0, then I think it was called just dist, right? Dist x1, y1, yeah. If dist mx my player x player y is less than 25, then we'll say mx plus equals player.x minus x. I think that works. Did I not call update mobs? Did I not give the Yeti? Yeah, brain 0. Maybe we'll just make them go. We'll say Broche movement. Okay, so 25 is actually pretty small. It must be in pixel then, so let's set it to 100. Hello? I was really zooming away at sonic light speed. So we'll say mx is equal to mx. Of course, that's going to change it. Equals monster.x. So it's going to equal the monster x plus, and we just grab a little vector pointing to it. So then we say player.x minus monster.x. That should work. So that means our monster y position is equal to monster y plus the vector which points at that. Times 0.1. Bro is following me. Stop. I literally just did the camera and I'm already like, how did I do the camera? Okay, yeah, because it's got that velocity. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the Powerpuff Girls weren't actually... He's chasing me. He's chasing me, Mom. Oh. How did I hit the wood? What? That was really weird. Why can I hit the wood from far away? That shouldn't be a thing. That's true. Collisions are for nerd. Oh, actually, oh, that's what I forgot to add to standard last time. So I was looking through this and like, wait a minute. This is empty. Okay, so this get collision function, we're actually going to have to make that, I think. Collision R for nerd. All right, as you can tell, this poor Magimite fella is getting pretty tired. But thank you all for tuning into the stream tonight. It was a pretty good stream. I did a bit of mining off camera, of course. So we've got some new stuff. But now look, we got a little monster chasing us around. That's pretty cool. The inventory system is working phenomenal. Crafting is going to work. So I think the next big thing is going to have to be actually getting like object interaction working. That's kind of the next big hurdle, because I was thinking of trying to figure out the best way I want to do that. Either if it's going to be you have like an active item, or you've got like an inventory slot which is for active items, or if it like automatically decides based on what's closest to you what the action button does. But that'll be a question for another night. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever. Magimite fella off. All right, good night, everybody.